Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking Love and Marriage Huntsville. You guys know why you're here. Today I needed to address something before I get into what I wanted to talk about. And all I have to say is shout out to Nene Leakes. Why am I in it? Why am I in it? It was brought to my attention. Somebody's video is using, I guess they're screen grabs of my content, of my video, of my thumbnails that are talking about the ratings for Love and Marriage Huntsville, that are talking about the ratings for Love and Marriage Detroit, but are being utilized, that specific screen grab, to spin something else about Melody Cherie allegedly paying people and doing all these other things. No. I am on nobody's payroll, first of all. I work a full-time job because YouTube does not pay me enough to cover my bills, you guys. So, not sure where this narrative is coming from, that Mel's paying people or any of these things, or utilizing screen grabs in my videos discussing the ratings to push another narrative that's not true. I don't bother anybody. I don't understand what's not computing. And by the way, my channel didn't start because of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Everybody has access to go to any YouTuber's videos, and you can click on the button that says oldest videos. And when you scroll on my channel in particular, you are going to see a bunch of Love Island videos, a bunch of Love Island Australia videos, a bunch of Ready to Love videos. I did all types of content. I even did a music reviews. I did a review of Silk Sonic's album, you guys. So my channel did not start because of Love and Marriage Huntsville. It did not. It did not, right? Now, when my channel started really growing, honestly, was because of the Tasha K and Cardi B trial. Real talk. It wasn't even, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yes, views were coming in, but that was not the primary reason of this channel. I was talking Big Brother. I was talking Big Brother Canada. I was talking Love is Blind. I was talking even that one-hit wonder show, 20-somethings. I was doing all types of content. So, nonetheless, the way that this thing goes in YouTube, especially when you're talking celebrity news and gossip and reality TV, everything comes in waves. And right now, the popular topic is Love and Marriage Huntsville. But nonetheless, that's not why my channel exists. And that's not what brought viewers to my channel. I was talking to people when I had no subscribers, when I had, only like a few people that were listening to me talk about Love Island. When nobody cared about Love Island at the time, especially Love Island USA. Nobody was tuning in. So here's the thing. If you are going to reference me or utilize anything about me, can we be accurate, please? But if we're going to be using screen grabs of me discussing the ratings and dragging Carlos King, that's not really in support of the narrative that's trying to be pushed. Just an FYI. And I can't even believe I have to make this, disclaimer, but people were asking if I'm getting paid by somebody. And I kid you not, I'm not getting paid. Trust me. If I had time to be paid by somebody, you guys, to just put out videos all day and say and push a certain narrative, I wouldn't have to work. I wouldn't have to work a regular smegular job. I would have more time to devote to YouTube, you guys. Can you make it make sense? I barely have time to put out the videos that I do, but I do it because of you guys, because of your continued support. But nonetheless, We've got to be accurate, you guys, in the reporting. We've got to be factual in the reporting. If you're using screen grabs of me dragging the ratings to push another narrative that is making accusations that Mel is paying people and that, you know, people started their YouTube because of Love and Marriage Huntsville, that's not true. That's not at least the case for me. Like I said, go to my channel, go to my oldest videos. I talked a lot of sports. I dragged ESPN. I dragged Stephen A. Smith. I did a lot on the Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion trial. I did a lot, you guys. A lot of content. It wasn't just exclusive to Love and Marriage Huntsville. And that's the piece that people need to understand. It wasn't because of Love and Marriage Huntsville. What happens as a YouTuber is you see the trends of what people are seeing in your videos. And what people are, you know, tuning in, what people want to see more of, that sort of thing. But in the case of Love and Marriage Huntsville, it's one of the unique reality shows to where there's just daily stuff going on, whether it's on the show or not. There's daily back and forth. There's all types of tomfoolery. We've got Cass talking to different bloggers and then different bloggers talking to different people. And it snowballs into all of these different things, into all of these different narratives. And some people only want to review the show. Some people review the show and the off-screen stuff. Some people only review the off-screen stuff. Some people don't review the show at all or the off-screen stuff, but anytime something comes in like this Tasha K mess, boom, that's content for a lot of people. People who've never even watched an episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, but they see, oh, Tasha K's on this. Oh, let's talk about it, because they know that they're going to get views. But here's my issue. You can't just put people into a box, and you can't just put people into a category, right? Which is where I'm going to segue into this. So shout out to Queen Sheba. She did a video the other day. Basically kind of showing that Tasha K has been in cahoots with Martell from the beginning. And she had some screenshots of, you know, some DMs and things of where it appears that Tasha K was constantly trying to reach out to Mel, constantly trying to get a reaction out of Mel anytime she had correspondence with Martell and the mistress, and, you know, even sent her a screen grab of when she did the initial interview with Martell's side chick and asked if there was any rebuttal or anything she wanted to say, and basically Mel was like, I'm not featuring it, right? But then these things kept continuing. So it was cool for Tasha K to continue to be in the midst of feeling as though she's quote unquote letting Mel know what Martell and his mistress are doing, and including as well even Martell himself even reaching out and giving Tasha kudos for the interview that he did with his mistress, and trying to, I guess, poach Tasha K on making his mistress a co-host. A co-host of what? Like, stop it. Stop the delusions. Stop the madness, you guys. But that explains why, again, you know, we had the push of the boutique to be like Mel with a J Bolin line. We've had the failed attempt at the YouTube channel, but by that point in time, all of your tea was already out there because you were already talking to all these bloggers. You were already telling your information for free on all those Instagram lives that you were doing. So by that point in time, nobody cared what you had to say. But nonetheless, the smoking gun of what Queen Sheba posted in her live was a text message from Martell that was dated about a week or so. You know, it said October 13th. That's what the date said. It said October 13th, I believe, right? And in that text message, it said the following. It said, I'm sorry a million times, but it had like an X, right? And this would have been after, of course, the latest motions that Martell filed in court, but this was prior to Tasha K went on that whole tirade on the internet, you know, tweeting, oh, I know Mel ain't messing with a married man, and then the couple post on Instagram about the said topic of the bodyguard slash security guard, and then she posted the one set of court documents about the continuance being granted, but she failed to, you know, include Martell's original motion, as well as Mel's response to Martell's motion, as well as the judge's response to both Martell's motion as well as Mel's. All of that seemed to be out the window, right? And, you know, to just push this narrative, oh, well, nothing was proven, right? And here's my thing, you know, because when I saw that text message from Martell, I was very concerned. I was deeply concerned, and I cannot believe people think that this is okay. Like I said a million times over, I don't care who you like or dislike in the cast. That's not relevant to me. Like I said, I do this for entertainment purposes only. I record my videos, and I go about my day. I go about my life, right? But to sit here and your hatred for Mel so much that you want to defend the likes of Martell and you want to defend the likes of his mistress, I can't rock with that. I'm sorry. You have somebody. That's why I sat back. I sat back when we saw the mistress posting her and Martell, you know, out for homecoming weekend, out for the fashion show. I sat back because I said something's coming. People thought, oh, Martell's moving on because he's willing to be seen in public with his mistress now. No. They've been seen in public before. This isn't new. I said, something is coming. Something is coming down the pipe. And we got to wait. And sure enough, that was when all this Tasha K stuff happened. That, of course, is leading up to the reunion. Everybody's in Los Angeles. We know the reunion filmed yesterday, right? And you're going to put out a preemptive, I'm sorry, a million times? No. Do you guys know the cycle of ABUSC? How you have, you know, the everything seems calm, everything seems like, you know, we're in the honeymoon phase, everything's all good. Then there starts to be the tension building, there starts to be the little bickering, the little things, and then it reaches a climax of an incident, whether it's verbal or more, that goes beyond repair. And then the attempts at the reconciliation, the attempts to try to calm everything down, aka gaslighting. Oh, I didn't mean that. Oh, that wasn't what it was supposed to be. Here's the thing. A lot of people know a Martell, whether in their lives or in a family member's lives, in a friend's lives, in a colleague's lives, in a coworker's lives. This level of obsession, and even trying to have the mistress in on it, and posting the security guard's wedding picture, and trying to have the mistress involved in the alleged revenge pee that Carson Blue exposed last year. This is not a healthy relationship of any sort. It is a situationship at best, and you are staying together due to your mutual hatred for one person. Because somebody who truly was moved on would have not tried to take custody of the kids that they shared with their ex. Somebody who is truly moved on would not be concerned about anybody who is on Melody Cherie Rogers' payroll, you guys. Because anybody who is truly moved on is not trying to be concerned about the whereabouts of your former mother-in-law and her time as a grandparent to the grandchildren. You would not be concerned of any of these things. The only thing you should be concerned about is the well-being of the children. But if you're using and manipulating your time with the children to try to get tea on said bodyguard, on said security guard, what is the point? And then you're just going to use all that information, soak it all up, and then take it to court and take it to your lawyer, take it to the latest lawyer? No. And I'm going to need the judge or whoever these people are to make this stop. This is exhausting. You have given so much leeway and so many chances, and it's exhausting. And so for all these people that are like, oh, you know, everybody needs a father in their life, everybody needs this in their life, and blah, 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 blah. So it's okay for these shenanigans that Martell is doing at the expense of these kids who are old enough to see what's being said on the internet about their parents. See, that's the part that you don't realize, right? Especially in the Black family, because this has happened so many times to people personally, to people close, that when you have a nasty divorce that takes place, whether it's cheating or ABUSE of some sort or some type of controlling of some sort to where they try to isolate you from your own family and you're super close to your own family, and the divorce is well and gone, but now you have these custody issues where people want to pick and choose when they want to show up. People want to try to manipulate the time that they do have or try to infiltrate on your time or start canceling or start using that time to just try to fill your mind and try to brainwash you bad things about the other parent. What happens is it's not going to have anything to do with any blogger. It's not going to have anything to do with any court systems. The kids are going to get to a point where they're going to want nothing to do with a particular parent if this continues. Because they're going to realize that their parent doesn't give a crap about them, and their parent only wants to utilize their time with them to gossip about the other parent and try to find anything that they can try to utilize in court against that other parent to try to have an upper hand. This is the same person who tried to allege that Sugar Mama was not their child. But the moment that Sugar Mama releases a line, now all of a sudden you want access to the money. Now all of a sudden you want access to your ex-wife's bank accounts. Now all of a sudden you want to try to find something to make your ex-wife appear as an unfit parent so that you could get sole custody, so that you could receive child support, because you refuse to get an actual job. But this narrative where we're just going to continue to push and push anything to see what sticks is old, it's tired, it's delayed, you guys. This narrative where we're just going to continue to put out lies about people, and if something doesn't go your way in the court system, you're going to then utilize the bloggers to try to push a false narrative because you want something else out there. No. And anybody defending this type of behavior, I mean, seriously, this is not normal. This is not normal level of behavior, and people trying to diminish this and saying that it's no big deal and that both parties have had issues or both parties have done XYZ. No. At some point, you have to have a conscience. At some point, you have to have some type of morals, some type of values to say, no, you know what? Maybe I'm not the biggest fan of Mel, but I am not okay with what Martell is doing. That if Martell is moved on and happy, why are we doing all of this other nonsense with Tasha K and all this other stuff in the court? Why can't we focus on co-parenting the kids? Why are we going back to court for the criminal case when the judge gave you a lenient sentence? Mel is not bothering any of y'all. Mel is not talking about any of y'all. She's literally just trying to promote herself and her brand and her businesses. But you guys twist this into a whole thing. You guys said all this time that Mel was single. Mel couldn't let go of Martell. Mel is bitter. Blah, blah, blah. Even though Mel is the one that filed for divorce. But it's Martell that's the one that's sending Mel flowers still. It's Martell that any man that's in close proximity to Mel or affiliated with Mel in any capacity, he spreads rumors that they're dating, such as what happened with Devin Keith, the councilman. The same type of nonsense. And you guys took it and ran with it. Just like you're taking the bodyguard / security guard, you're taking it and running with it. But anytime Martell gets on camera and calls Marceau a cheater and calls Maurice a cheater and alleges that Letitia hooked up with one of Martell's friends, now you're back to saying Martell is a liar. But now all of a sudden he's the truth teller, he's real, and he's authentic because of this tomfoolery with the security guard. Can you make it make sense? Please make it make sense. But this type of behavior is not okay because somebody who truly was moved on, going on 5 years post-divorce, would not still be in a custody battle with their ex, you guys. Would not now trying to insert new motions, trying to, paint anybody associated with Mel is an issue. When the kids have not been in any form of danger or in any form of harm or in any form of anything that is hindering their abilities to be successful. But because Martell does not have access to that anymore, because Martell doesn't have access to that lifestyle anymore and chose a mistress over his family, he is going to keep trying to poke and poke and poke until he gets a piece of something. And you think it's fine because you don't like Mel. And it doesn't make any sense. It is completely and utterly unhinged. It is completely and utterly obsessive behavior, and it is a form of ABUSE because you are still trying to control every aspect of your ex-wife's lives. You are trying to have access to anybody who is on her team. You are trying to have access now all of a sudden to your ex-mother-in-law and her schedule and wanting her contact information as if you haven't talked reckless to her, as if you haven't talked spicy to her, as if you haven't had your so-called best friend of X amount of years talk spicy to her at a sporting event for the kids. It is unhinged behavior. And it's a very serious situation that we need to take seriously. There's a reason that Mel has security. You're trying to turn it into a romance novel. You're trying to turn it into some type of erotica. And literally, it is for Mel's protection and safety. Y'all tried this too with Beyonce's bodyguard. Remember that? And her security guard, Julius, y'all tried to spread those rumors that there was like a romance because he was bald-headed and good-looking. You guys did that then, saying, oh, maybe she's getting her get back on Jay-Z with this bodyguard. And he's held Beyonce's hand plenty of times as well, and all of these things. You guys have to stop. Seriously. You guys are the same people who want to talk about, oh, people are bullying this, people are doxing that, people are doing this and doing that. But anything that's negative about Mel, you believe in a heartbeat. And don't do your due diligence. Don't do your research. Mel has said plenty of times that she's single. Mel has said plenty of times that there is a reason you're not going to see anybody she's romantically involved with because of all the wackadoos out there. She specifically said you're not going to know who she's with until she is long gone and remarried if she chooses to get remarried. You're not going to know. But any male that, dares to be affiliated with Mel, now all of a sudden it's her boyfriend, now all of a sudden it's a full-fledged on investigation, now all of a sudden you guys are the moral police and there has been zero receipts to corroborate anything you guys are saying or doing. But you want so bad to justify your hatred for Mel, even if it's at the expense of another lie from Martell Holt. So how do you feel better about yourself? Going that hard, being that invested, being that upset, being that negative about somebody, all for your personal hatred. But you're the same people that want to call out someone else. You're the same people that want to say somebody else is doing X, Y, and Z. So how is your behavior any better when it's absolutely counterproductive? All of this was a distraction, like I said, from the almost non-existent ratings of Love and Marriage Detroit. All of this was a distraction to drum up interest for the reunion because most of the cast do not have a storyline because they all hid behind Martell's arrest. They all hid behind the Sonny, Moses, and Destiny drama. They all hid behind the Trish and Ken and Marquez saga. So this was their big, like, hey, let's push this bodyguard thing again. And I'm like, hey, we don't care. But some of you now all of a sudden you think that Tasha K is a truth teller when she said on the stand under oath that she lies for clicks and views if she knows a salacious story is going to get a certain amount of clout. And you know, it was admitted in the courts. The DMs that she would share with Cardi B, begging Cardi B to be on her platform, to be on her show, to deny the allegations that Cardi B's former friend made. But you guys don't want to talk about any of that. You guys don't want to feature any of that, you guys. But you've got to do better. You've got to do better than this. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.